Okay, number 1, 5.2 test review. Okay, 8 square root of 2 minus 3 square root of 18. What you need to do on these right off the bat is on the right side, write down 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. That's about as far as we need to go here. What's the perfect square that goes into 18? It's 9, isn't it? So we're going to make 18 9 times 2. This will turn into 8 square root of 2. The square root of 9 is going to be 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Square root of 2, right? So 18 turns into 9 times 2. The square root of 9 is 3. You're going to multiply 3 times 3 and get 9. Now we have 8 square root of 2 minus 9 square root of 2. And that's going to equal to negative 1 square root of 2. On number 2, this is going to be the square root of 2 over the square root of 3. You're going to rationalize the denominator. Multiply the top and bottom by the square root of 3. The square root of 2 times the square root of 3 is the square root of 6 over 3. Remember, you can't divide a whole number into a square root, so that would be the answer. Okay, on this problem here, we're going to multiply by the square root of 8 on the top and bottom. Square root of 8, square root of 8. The square root of 8 times the square root of 8 is 8, and 8 times 6 is 48, isn't it? So on the bottom we have 48. We're going to have a 2 right here. The square root of 12 times the square root of 8 is the square root of 96. Now then 2 over 24 would simplify to 1 over 24. And we got to figure out what's going to go into 96. Half of 2 over 48 is 1 over 24. Now then we got to simplify the square root of 96. And 16 goes into 96. 16 is 16 times, or 96 is 16 times 6. So the square root of 16 is going to be 4. And then we're going to have the square root of 6 inside. So this right here turns into 4 square root of 6 over 24. And what can I do with 4 and 24? I could simplify those, divide by 4, and I get 1 and 6. So the answer would be the square root of 6 over 6. Okay, number 4. 7 times 3 is 21. 6 times 10 is 60. The perfect square that goes into 60 would be 4. 4 times 15 work study. The square root of 4 comes out to be 2, and you're going to take the 2 and multiply it by the 21, aren't you? So you'll have 42 square root of 15, and that would be the answer. This one right here, we're going to write down the square root of 3 over the square root of 5, and we're going to rationalize the denominator. Multiply the top and bottom by the square root of 5. The square root of 3 times the square root of 5 is the square root of 15. Over the square root of 5 times the square root of 5 is 5, isn't it? That does not simplify.